Hey everybody, welcome to That's Good Stuff. This week we are going to talk about My Hero Academia. It finally ended last year at the very end of the year. So we're going to talk about it, what we thought about it. And I thought we would just go kind of over the seasons and try to rank them. Um, we'll just start with the first season. So the first season kind of introduced us to the characters and All Might and Deku. And Deku had no powers, and he's like, could a powerless being ever become a powerful being? And All Might's like, sure, kid, let's do it. I'm trying to think of how I felt when I first saw it. I remember thinking I don't like Deku crying all the time. Deku's not my favorite like main character of a anime, but I remember the end really like getting like I wanted to come back because of what happens at the end, which was like the villains showed up in that little training space they had, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. So I think that's what kept me with the show. Do you guys remember what you thought about the first season?
I saw the manga before the anime. I always thought All Might looked weird.
You're like, who's that guy?
And then I was like, oh, it's an anime now. I remember liking it at first. I didn't remember having any issues with anyone, but I really enjoyed the first season.
Jonah, you remember the first season? Remember way back then?
Yeah, I didn't watch it way back then.
Oh,
I had to watch all of them like after they came out when I got into it, but it was a good start to it. Definitely got me into the show and kept going. Um, it does a lot for like just that 12 episode season. It was pretty short, but
yeah.
it does good at just introducing everyone and just like setting the seeds for like the main conflict.
I remember thinking, because there was always the big three. And then there was Goku. So on the Mount Rushmore of anime, I was like Goku, Ichigo, and then when I saw Deku, I was like Joseph. He's the fourth face.
Crazy talk. The opening was the opening for the first two seasons are okay. They're just kind of generic, I would say. I think the animation is actually better than the music on most of these seasons, but
Like the music.
season two, we get two new openers. Peace sign. I there we get the sports festival, which I like the like training arcs and sports festival stuff. What else do we get? We get final exams. It was stuff with Stain, right?
Yeah.
So the second season was good. I remember because I like the sports festival stuff, and I don't remember them having to fight All Might. Is this season?
Think that was the next one?
Oh, is that the next one?
I
Maybe.
think so.
Um, no, it says Izuku and Bakugo face off against their idol.
Was that early?
Yeah, I don't remember that fight. Do you guys?
I don't.
Mm-mm.
Wasn't it just like them like at night?
I don't remember it at all. I think that second opener, if I can, I think Peace Sign's okay, the music, and then the second opener, I didn't like the music, but I like the opening animation with like, All Might like he like jumps down and it's like really cool looking. Do you guys remember season two?
I just remember the sports thing,
Yeah.
and I thought it was cool that Bakugo went up against Uravity because I didn't expect that. Usually, like in the tuning exam, it's like the girls fight the girls.
Yeah.
They would never do like,
They don't mix
yeah.
ninjas.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Is
And
it
of course, whenever you get to see Bakugo, it's always just a delight, Jonah.
was it as good as
I
Rock
remember seeing
Leave?
Bakugo the first time. I was like, "That's a butt."
What was that tune-in matchup there? Everyone? Rock Lee versus
Gara?
Gara. Yeah, what was who did Sasuke fight? Remember when he like had to come back and they're like he's late, and then him and Kakashi show up. Who is he fight? Is it the guy with the eyes, right? Is
The
that
guy
who
with
he
the
fight?
eyes.
Who is he fighting in that one?
Wasn't it just one of the sound? No, it wasn't a sound ninja. I don't
I
remember.
don't remember. Okay. Any more thoughts on season two?
Yeah, I am not a tournament art guy at all. I know that's controversial, but I hate tournament arcs. But I really love this one because the characters are still kind of fresh and you don't know a lot about them, so there's a lot to you can get a lot of character development in there and just like get to know the characters in a very like concise way. So I thought that was handled really well, and I think this is one of my favorite seasons because of that. It was just a fun season, kind of.
Fun season. What about season three? So this is the forest arc where they gotta save that little kid that it doesn't Jared hate that little kid or something?
What
Uh,
the little kid?
The one that punches him in the
The one with the
crotch.
hat.
yeah. And then the second part they get like their license exam or something. I remember really liking the forest arc. It reminded me kind of like a Bleach arc or something like that. Um, and then the opening Odd Future I think was so
Wasn't
far
it?
the strongest of the openers. It's
Sasuke
probably
fought Gaara in the last fight.
Sasuke fuck Gar. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Odd Future, I think, is one of the top three songs because I was listening to them before I made this. And
Is that the one that goes, oh, oh? And
no,
it, oh, that one's the best
you
one.
got to go to the recording. No, I think that's the second part. Make my story. You got to go to the recording, Jared. What do you guys think of the forest thing?
I didn't like that one. I didn't like those
Really?
stupid cat
Oh yeah.
ladies.
Yeah.
I didn't like anyone that was introduced. I don't remember what happens after that, but that stupid forest arc was dumb.
Dang, you didn't like the forest
I think
arc,
that's the weakest arc.
but I like the music. Jonah.
Yeah, it wasn't as good. I like the location and uh the characters. I like the kid that Deku kind of bonds with.
The
It's just
kid.
the bridge kid from Naruto.
I like
It
the
is the
setting and
kid.
everything. But yeah, it's not as good as like what came before, or what comes after. It's not the wor my least favorite arc. We'll get to that, but yeah, and then the second half's just kind of like just a little fillery, but I like a couple of episodes in there. But yeah,
Oh, don't they do work training in this? I
yeah, that's
hate
when they
work
start getting like
training.
jobs and stuff.
Oh, I hate that. So I like the first part. I hate the stupid work training.
I like the work training.
Anytime that
Yeah, I like some
stupid
of it.
orca whale guy shows up, I'm like, this is not good. This
It's
is
good for like
yeah,
week by week, but not binging it
it feels
because
like
it kind of
filler.
blends together.
Yeah. All right. We are on season four, and it's another save the kid. Right after we already saved the kid.
Oh, I
We
went to
get
the tapes.
you went to the tapes.
Odd Story is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got this kid we gotta save because she's got a horn on her head. Or two horns, isn't she? Uh,
Well,
and
I
then they
thought it was
kind of
one.
It's
is it
one.
one? Oh, and then they kind of introduce these like gangster guys that are kind of secondary villains, and then we meet like All Might's old apprentice or whatever he is. Like, what was his sidekick or something like that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, pretty good season, I would say overall. I'm not a big fan of the gangsters. I think they're kind of stupid, but and the, I don't know. What do you guys think of this season? Oh, we also get
Jared.
a school
Oh,
festival.
sorry, I was
Listening.
listening to the openings.
Yeah, I was
Those are
seeing.
terrible.
The
I didn't mind.
openings.
I like the gangster um arc, like with Eri and stuff. I didn't really like the design of them. I thought they looked stupid, like the guy with the mask.
Birdman.
But I thought the fight was cool. I liked how Deku like went all out. And then I liked Eri and like what she could do. She's like that one kid from
Oh yeah, from
X-Men or whatever. But it they like forget about her for like seasons, and then she's brought back just so Deku doesn't spoilers if you don't want to hear about the last season, but they just brought her back just so he wouldn't lose limbs.
what's
Because we
her
knew he would.
power? Her
He
powers
reverses
reverses.
your
Yeah, the
quirk
quirk.
back to a earlier time.
Okay, so she's not like My Hero or what was that other show we used to search? Index. She's not like that kid at all.
No.
Uh,
But I like that season.
I forgot the festival. Terrible, worst arc ever.
That's the best
No,
arc.
I
yeah.
hate that stupid music festival thing. It's like,
That was
no.
awesome. That was probably a highlight of
I
the
also forgot to
series.
mention this season. So this season's got peaks and it's got real low valleys, but it also introduced one of the best characters, which is that Tintin looking guy. Jonah, what do you think of this season?
This is one of my favorites out of the whole show. I like the gangsters because I don't really like Shigaraki that much, but
Really?
I thought
Dang.
he was a cool. The bird guy was a cool villain.
Yes.
Just
All
because
right.
how like committed he was to it. This is like the first time they like had like real trouble like fighting ones like on their own without All Might. I liked Eri. I liked the whole just arc of them having to like storm a place and get her and everything. Uh, don't listen to Joseph. I love the concert. Um, I like you need just like that downtime after like the big like heavy arc, and this is where General Criminal comes in, who is another great character.
Amazing.
Uh,
No,
yeah, this is a really solid season.
Tintin. Okay.
Was season two the one where they kidnapped Bakugo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or season three? 'Cause
Or
I
was
didn't
it
like that.
three? Wasn't that after the forest
I
part?
think so. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
that I
You didn't,
wasn't a
you
big
didn't
fan.
like that?
I like the All Might fight at the end, but not that just that whole arc.
So season five. Season five, I don't think I can remember at all.
The first half was that big like
Pro
training
Pro
Yeah, it was like the
Hero arc.
license exam or whatever.
So they say
where
there's
they
a
had.
the arcs are Pro Hero arc, Joint Training, and Meta Liberation. Is this the one where Endeavor takes in Deku and the Ice Guy?
Yeah,
Because I do like that part. That's the only like
it's
hero.
remember they have that like, big like kind of industrial space, and there's like a long training arc.
Oh yeah, that was okay.
And then it's like the second half is just like the setup to like the backstories of the villains kind of.
Yeah, there's a big villain thing, isn't there, at the end?
Hmm.
Yeah, so five, I almost forgot about, but there is good stuff in it, Jared.
Mm, I had to go back because I don't remember specifics. I do remember the like training part, and I thought that was fine because you get to see what was it, Class B or whatever they were
Hmm.
up
Hmm.
against.
Yeah, I did
You
like
get to
that.
see those lamos.
Jonah was
Um,
like, "I don't like this," and I was like, "This is great."
but I don't remember. I think I remember not liking the backstories to the villains that much.
Hmm.
So I think I really like the sports festival, and then going into this, I wasn't really too crazy about.
Jonah, five.
Yeah, this is easily my least favorite season of the show. I don't like the training arc. It goes on way too long, and there's just not really much story in it. It's just feels like filler. And then the villain one, I didn't really care for. There's like good information, like knowing about the villains, but just this whole season just kind of drags. It is basically just set up for like the big finale of the show, but it's definitely like skippable and like now.
It does have that Endeavor part, so that was the only like work study stuff I liked was when they went to Endeavor's house and ate some rice with him.
Oh, is that
Uh,
the one where Bakugo says, "Who cut the chives?"
Yeah,
is this the one with Todoroki's family?
yeah.
Because I love that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's real short.
Yeah, it's like 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's yeah, that was good. Okay. And then season 6 is, I would say, the best season. Um, it had all the action, right? It had that big fight in the beginning, and then it ends with like Dark Deku, which I thought is his best look, and Deku at his best. Um, yeah, so I think this is the best season out of the series. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, probably easily is. A lot of stuff is paid off in that beginning part. Is this the and then it's just like nonstop action
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
time. So every episode you're like, oh my God.
yeah, and there's actually like deaths, or is there one death that we get
Yeah.
like one person die?
Oh yeah, I
One
forgot
of the
about it.
teachers.
And then they introduce that bunny hero that's really cool,
Yeah.
even though she gets
I
demolished.
know.
Got
Um,
no limbs left.
and then you get the classic Mineta line where he's
Oh.
like, "Put those away. That's disgusting."
Yeah. Yeah, you
But
get that part where he like has to face off with the class and they're like, "No, don't go."
Mhm.
It's
We
like
Yeah,
love you,
Naruto.
bro.
It's like
Minetta's like, I always loved you, even not for your powers or something like
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that part in Naruto where Sakura's like, "Oh, I always loved you." And he's like, "You're a liar." So yeah, season 6, great. Season 7 started off pretty cool. It's got the American hero, and she's like fighting on the plains. And the opener, that Tagatami, I think is the best opener of My Hero. Jared will go to the tapes and tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, so Stars and Stripes. I don't remember the second part. You remember the second part? They like,
There's just that was like all like the fighting kind of
yeah,
individually.
and then the rest is just like planning, right?
It's just like the little fights, like Todoroki's kind of like ending fight, and then the
Oh
girls kind
yeah,
of.
that's true. Oh, the girls. Yeah, so that was a pretty good season. Not as good as 6, but it's pretty up there.
You like the opening with the dude that did the Tokyo Ghoul opening?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Curtain Call, isn't that the one that you were talking about? That's like the, no, that's not the Heyo
I'm
Heyo.
about to
It
look it up.
starts like funny.
Yeah, it starts funny.
Yeah.
He's, what did you think of the season, Jonah?
Oh, yeah, that one. I forgot about that
Yeah.
one.
Um, let Jared go first.
Uh, I was paying attention to those openings, but yeah, I do like this one. I like the whole part with the American hero. That was cool. And just like her really committed Air Force
Yeah.
bros. Um, I think this is like some of the most emotional parts of the series because you get the stuff with like Todoroki and his brother. You get Uravity really conflicted about what's her name.
Yeah, it's really heavy, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Hmm.
And then you get the stuff with Bakugo, and I was like, oh man, dang.
Did Bakugo have stuff?
I don't think so.
Isn't this where he almost dies?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
very end of it, isn't it?
It's with that
Mm,
big floating thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was good when he, yeah.
And then you get at that ending part, you get Lemillion really being a hero.
Hmm.
So
That's really good.
it's good
Mm.
stuff.
Mm, real good. Real good
Uh,
stuff.
yeah, when I first saw like season 6, I was just blown away like how like much was happening in the show. Just like just how much action, like how much story they're just packing into it, and it that was like the best season. With this one, it continues it pretty well. I think there it's a little too much, like just every episode, it's like I need a little like space to breathe kind of because they're just throwing like major event after major event like each episode, and so it's a little packed towards the second half. But yeah, it's not as good as season 6, but I do like this season.
Yeah. It might be number 2. Okay, so we got the number 8. So the last season, the OP was actually done by the same band that did the OP for the first season. I
Hmm.
know Jared, you weren't a big fan of it. It does start
It got
off,
it does grow on you.
yeah, it starts off kind of like what,
It just sounded
really?
like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, it starts off like you and you're thinking like, really, this is how they went with the last season. But the song gets better as it goes, and by the end, it gets to a crescendo. Season 8, I thought was kind of underwhelming. It was really short, I think. Um, I actually think the stuff with Bakugo is probably the best part when he's fighting All for One.
As it should be.
And Deku's fight wasn't really great until like the last part where the Class A comes and they're like, "We're here to help you," and I was like, "Yeah, that's a good part."
Oh, or it's like
The Avengers
Infinity War.
Endgame, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they like trying to get Deku to the end. I really like that part. But and then the epilogue I wasn't too crazy about. It was just like, oh, okay. Even he says in there's he's like, well, we got more time though. We got a whole episode, so we got to do this epilogue thing. I wasn't crazy about it, so I did. I was. It wasn't terrible for an ending, but it wasn't great, I would say. Jerry, what did you think of the ending?
So the best song is Peace Sign, the second one. I always thought it was later in the series,
I
but
did too, but they didn't have great songs in the beginning.
um yeah, it's a little conflicted. Like I'm still conflicted about the ending. Uh I was like I kind of liked how they were setting it up, but I don't think how it ended was great. The part with Bakugo was cool, of course, because he was just being cool, dude, just being awesome.
He had
But
one cool moment
Deku's
the entire show. He
no,
Yeah,
that
when
you
he's
can't
like,
even.
I'm the main character of this
You
story.
guys can't even lie anymore. But the stuff with Deku just didn't hit as much as
Yeah,
I thought it would.
it wasn't as emotional as I thought it
Yeah,
was. It was just like, I'm trying to save
maybe
this guy, but he kind of disappeared.
maybe he didn't. There wasn't enough tears. Maybe I don't know. Um,
Shigaraki was kind of a letdown too. He just gets
yeah,
taken over by All for One, and
yeah. I don't like how they did that because I think they should have been separate the whole time. Not like he's trying to like take over his body. I think they could have done better if they're like, I guess, just more like fighting to be the main villain, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of like, and then the epilogue, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's like they try to do the Bleach thing where he loses his Soul Reaper powers, but they did it in like 5 minutes, so it was just like, I guess. Um, so it was cool seeing him older, I guess.
yeah, I
Um,
guess. Did anyone look that different?
no, not really. They're just bigger, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, especially like Uravity, she looked the exact same. I was like, what the heck? Um,
Mineta
I
never
like
had
that part.
fans.
I
Oh,
like the
that was
part
funny.
with the principal and how he was
Yeah.
like got some notoriety, but
Mhm.
yeah, it just didn't like hit as hard as I thought it would.
Yeah.
The last season hit harder with like all the stuff with, well, I guess the stuff with Todoroki's and his brother kind of hit
When they go visit him.
when they go visit him and then the dad's like, I'm gonna come here until I can't anymore. So
Mhm.
I thought that hit, but
And
everything else was just like
the brother was like, I don't want to ever talk to you guys
he's
again. I'm
and
out.
then he's like the brother's like, I like curry rice or something like that. And he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
meat, bro, me too.
That's my favorite too. All right, Jonah, what were your thoughts?
I'm completely different. I loved this season. I personally like this season more than the seventh one. Um, because it doesn't, it feels like the ending to that season because it kind of just set this big like climax up, which is this season. And I like that it got to it right away. It didn't wait. I don't mind the Shigaraki thing because I never really liked his character to begin with. So I think it makes sense just having All for One just be like the definitive villain of this show.
I
And
thought
I
there'd be
thought,
like a lot more, like 2 or 3 episodes where they're in like Shigaraki's mental like space. I thought there'd be a lot more conflict with like him and um All for One kind of like fighting for that. control of his body. But it
I
kind of
wouldn't
went fast too, and I was like, huh.
I wouldn't have liked that because I like it ending in the real world. I didn't want just like a big, just like kind of mental fight. And I think it did deliver for me personally. I liked just how everything ended. It was I thought they did it pretty well. It felt like he was like All for One was almost unstoppable, but they finally just defeated him in a satisfying way, I thought, because it took like a couple times. Um, and I like the epilogue. It's kind of the Return of the King thing where you need just this big epilogue just to end everything that came before it. So I didn't mind that at all. I like seeing just the ending to each and every character, and I thought the show was building to that, so I was happy with that. Um,
But it took them like 8 years. I don't know how long was the epilogue? Five?
it's
Because they
three
were like
episodes.
no,
No,
what was the
after
time skip? Because they were like
I
16 and then
and
they were
then
like
he was
23.
graduated or something.
Yeah, it's still he's adult.
It took that long to make an Iron Man suit for him when All Might already had one during the fight. I was
That
like,
was
what?
that was the one thing I didn't really like, but it didn't bother me like too much. But overall, I thought it was a solid ending to an anime when you don't
and I
always get that.
and I kept expecting a crossover with Vigilante, and
I
we
know.
Thank
never
God they
got.
didn't do that.
That would have maybe that would have raised the
That
season
would have
of.
just destroyed it for me.
um. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Look at Deku's face. What's just stuff is flying out of
Tears are
it.
flying out of his
Tears are
eyes.
flying out of his face. The end was done by Bumpa Chicken.
Yep, good old
um,
bump of chicken.
Bumpa Chicken. So yeah. Do you think it'd be as Jared? Would you be as disappointed if this because it was short? Could they have just put it this on like season 7, or did you need that break?
Mm, no, I think the break was fine.
It
Um,
had a little different tone, I thought. I thought the animation wasn't like as up to the other animation of the earlier 6 and 7 seasons. Did you guys have any troubles with the animation?
I
not
think it's just
really.
because we watched it on like
Uh,
over the internet.
true, true. But we did see the
Yeah,
last
that's true.
season.
There's no way Dobby would be alive because they were
I
saying
know.
No.
like his insides were burning. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way that guy's like alive and talking.
There's no
Um,
way. Let me see if I can do this real fast. What were you gonna say, Jared?
oh, nothing.
Okay, so best season, I would say 6.
Hmm.
You agree?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get these to move. What do you think the worst season? You guys said 5?
Yeah.
Five or yeah,
Which one was 5? This
that
one?
one.
I don't think that's the
That's
worst.
No,
three.
that's
Oh,
three.
that's 3?
That
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This
that's
is
not five.
5.
That one, yeah.
No,
No,
because
that's not it.
that's six.
Yeah, this is 6 and this is 7 and
You
that's
put
8.
five up there, I think.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I
that's
see. What
five at the bottom.
This is
That's
5.
six.
This is 6.
That's at the top.
Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, so we said 6, and then we said
Is
5 is the
best.
worst.
Yeah.
Is it really the worst? I would actually go maybe number 1, but
No.
what? What's? I would say 7's the second best, but what do you guys think?
Which one is seven? That one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
Jonah,
I
what
would
would you
I would
put?
go with three, but
3, the Forest arc.
no, the
Oh,
Airy arc.
is that 3?
Yeah.
This is 3. This is 4.
The one where Deku's lighting up.
So Jonah would have it there.
Well, I'd have it second, but
Oh yeah,
you guys
Jonah.
pick seventh.
We put 7th. Jared, what would you go for 3?
I'd be fine with the one Jonah said.
This one. So what do we got next? We got the first, the second. the
third, and
third, the eighth, and the fifth. Oh, no, we already talked about that fifth. So we got the first, the second, the third, and the eighth. We
I'd
go.
say the eighth.
Did we
Yeah,
go
I'd
eighth?
put the eighth and then the
Yeah.
first.
And
I
then
put
the
the
first.
second over the
Yeah, I got the
first.
second over the first, right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
And then I'd actually go the Forest arc before the first, but I'm guessing you guys would like the first.
I like the first better.
Yeah, I like the first better.
Okay. So that's our rankings. We got the sixth season as the best, the seventh,
Fourth,
fourth, eighth,
8,
second,
2, 1,
first,
3,
three, and then
5.
five. Five as our worst, six as our. All right. So tell us what you guys think. Which will be, or which one was your favorite season? Which one was your worst season? What was your favorite opener? Maybe we'll talk about My Hero again someday. We got Vigilante coming back pretty soon, right? It's this month,
With
isn't it?
It's already
Crawler
back.
and Pop or
Oh,
whatever
it's
her name
already
was.
back?
They already had the first one, I think.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
We're gonna have to check that out. We got some anime we gotta finish though. So we gotta.
Oh yeah, JJK started, and I was like, it felt like out of nowhere.
There's a lot of stuff. Isn't Bleach this year? Is we finally getting
Not till
Bleach?
like, isn't it not till like October or something like that? Isn't it
That,
like
that-
late?
I know people don't like that manga, but I've been really enjoying the final season of Bleach. It's been like some of the
Is
best Bleach stuff.
is this the last season? Or are they?
Yeah, I think
Oh
this
my
is the last
gosh!
season.
Oh my gosh!
We'll have to talk about some Bleach, Jared, when it finally ends. Um, but yeah, any last thoughts on My Hero?
Bakugo's number one, best
Ba-
hero.
No.
Bakugo, number one best hero.
Dude, and then
No.
in the epilogue, Lemillion was the number one hero. He's like my second favorite hero.
Yeah.
So they just
All the cool guys
all the
won.
cool guys where they belong.
Where was Todoroki? He's the best.
He's a lame-o.
No,
Bakugo
he's the
even
best.
had a funny ending where he's like, what? He yelled at the people he was saving again.
Oh yeah.
That's not funny. It's just him yelling again.
Aye. Okay, so we'll catch you later. Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye.